Today I'm doing a complete project breakdown for a commercial that I shot for Berserk Eyewear.
Don't make me dance to the tune that you're humming. No, my body don't move like that. Don't make me pretend I don't see your shortcomings. You'll be running when I raise the black flag. Get out your bomb and fly away.
In a moment here, I'm going to show you all of the pre-production planning that it took to create this project. And then I will show you some of the editing process and some of the visual effects process that went into the project as well. One of the main tools that I use for project planning is an app called Milanote. You've probably heard of this app before. It's pretty good at creating a visual overview of the entire project so everybody on the team can get a holistic view on what role they play in this project and how each role is pivotal for making everything come out the way it's going to be. Let's hop on the computer and let's take a look at the pre-production planning, and then we'll go into some of the production on set and then the post-production. So right here in my Milanote, you can see there's a lot of stuff going on here. So this is the entire production plan that shows you what time of day we filmed, what time we were going to do things, and all the different gear and stuff that we needed. So we're going to start over here at the far left where we start with the inspiration, right? So we could take a look at some of the mood boards here. These are some of the looks that we were looking to get for this film. Some of the kind of like the color tones and the basically the essence, the vibe, the feel. You know, how did we want this to feel? This is where we start to gather images from other sites like Shot Deck, and gather our thoughts on how we want this to look and feel. Once I had the concept in my head, I decided to shoot some pre-visualizations, VFX shots, to make sure that I was able to achieve the look and effect that I was going for. So all I really did was take out my iPhone and film, and then just do a simple little test visual effects shot to see if I was able to get the look I wanted. Yeah, let's just play the full previs. Okay, so this is the final previs video.
Don't make me dance to the tune that you're humming. No, my body don't move like that. Don't make me pretend I don't see your shortcomings. You'll be running when I raise the black flag.
Obviously, that's a pretty big contrast versus what the end video is. Let's go to the next tab and talk about the story and the product, and a little bit of a back history on what Berserk Eyewear is. So Berserk Eyewear is a custom eyewear brand that is based in West Palm, Florida. And they create custom eye frames, so you can create a design however you want, draw it out with the owner, and she will create a CNC machine out whatever design you'd like for your frames to be. She's also an optometrist, so she can also get you prescription lenses for your custom frames as well. So we're gonna take a look at the production call sheet, see all the people that was involved on this project. You have me, the director and the VFX supervisor. I had Joe, the DP, that helped me. Andy was the camera operator. We ended up not having an AC, and so Joe ended up being the AC / director of photography. We had Santiago helping as production assistant. Dennis was filming behind the scenes, and then we had Jason being our grip. I love Jason. Shout out to Jason. The post-production team ended up being me doing all of the editing, and then I did get some help with modeling the glasses from my buddy Daniel Rodriguez. He's a very good visual effects artist. You can check out his Instagram. Everybody's Instagram will be in the description. He helped with modeling the glasses and doing the texture. So that was nice to help move the project along. When it comes to the gear that we use, we ended up using the Sigma Sydney Primes. I was lucky enough to get them sent to me to use. I really appreciate that they did that for us. Let's dive into the storyboard and how we planned out the lighting for this project to make sure that we were able to capture everything, and everything for this project was shot in one day. This is the storyboard for this project. We ended up getting the storyboard professionally made. Link in the description to this artist. He's always fast. He understands the language very well, and he's able to create amazing looking stuff very quickly like this. So I'm a big fan of his work. So we're gonna give you a walkthrough of what this was supposed to be like. So obviously you can tell every shot was planned out, pre-planned. So I knew exactly what I wanted it to look like. Scroll down a little bit further, you can see there's a lighting diagram for every single shot. So that helped out the DP get the look that I wanted. I was the one that did the location scout. I was able to figure out all the angles that I thought looked great, and then tell my DP that this is the setup and this is how I wanted it to look. So all he had to do was just tell the rest of the crew members how to set things up. So I would basically focus on talking talking to the client and making sure that the project was moving along quickly. This is a shot list that I sent over to the storyboard artist, and he was able to just, you know, do his thing and make this amazing storyboard.
We have the grips over there, setting up the frame so we can soften up the light for the actor's face and everything. So pretty stoked to get this first shot done, and we'll show you guys what it looks like.
Like I said, I did a very detailed location scout. As you can see here, I even did a 3D scan of the entire space. I knew beforehand where to put the camera cart, crafty, you know, all the stands, extra gear and everything, so we could have the proper amount of space and do everything in a timely manner on the day of the job. When it came to editing, it was very simple and easy because we already had every single shot planned out. There wasn't much thinking and trying to figure out how to put clips together. We knew exactly what the end result needed to be and how to edit it because we planned this months in advance. After editing, I had to create the visual effects shots, and the program I use for that is Blender. It's one of my favorite programs. It's free, open source software. After creating the visual effects shots in Blender, we would do the compositing inside of Fusion and then color grade it inside of DaVinci as well, and then export everything for final. And so that is basically a holistic view of how we created this project. I hope this gave you a little bit of insight on the level and the scope and the effort it takes to make something that's high quality like this. If you'd like to get a more detailed breakdown on the visual effects specific part and get project files, you can go ahead and subscribe to my Patreon. The link is in the description.
Great job, everybody. That's a wrap. Props to the crew.